everyone and welcome to this year's first episode of Makina Moto Features. Ito po ang debut ng Moto Morini dito po sa Makina. This is the Escape 650.
Wake me when the day breaks. Show me how the sun shines. Tell me about your heartache. Who could be so unkind? Do you dream to touch me? Smile down deep inside.
So just a bit of a background, matagal na rin po ang Moto Morini. Now for some of you, bago to. Like, who's Moto Morini, right? But actually, they've been around since 1937. Can you imagine that? 1937 pa sila nandyan. Founded po ito by Alfonso Morini. Pero yung germ of an idea to get into motorcycles, nangyari po yan noong 1925 pa. So, nagkaroon ng partnership si Alfonso Morini with a guy named Mario Mazzetti. This was in 1925. And here's what's super unique about Alfonso Morini. Si Alfonso Morini po, siya po yung nag-design ng makina, siya po yung builder, siya po yung gumawa ng frame, and siya rin yung kumakarera. I mean, jack of all trades. He did everything from start to finish. Alfonso Morini got quite the reputation. Yung respeto para sa kanya nandun. Bumukod po siya and then he started Moto Morini. Now, during that time, like all motorcycle manufacturers born in that era, they had to go through World War II and medyo maraming nangyari nun. But suffice to say, ang dapat intindihin natin dito, tuloy-tuloy lang sila. You know, Moto Morini just kept on going and going and going. If I may say, if there's something consistent about them, it's yung pagka-Italiano nila. I mean, through the years, you will see it's Italian as Italian can get. Now, recently, kinover po natin yung EICMA 2022 and dito in-unleash ng Moto Morini yung mga bago nilang bikes. And yung Escape, the one that we're featuring right now, isa to sa pinagkaguluhan talaga nila. I mean, everybody was really excited about this new direction of Moto Morini. Now, you have to understand, the previous years, if you look at the Moto Morini lineup, they're kinda on the classic retro side, a bit standard. So now, nilabas nila yung Escape. It looks more modern, it looks more sleek, it looks more relevant to what we have right now. So it's speaking to a younger crowd definitely. And dyan ako natutuwa, dyan ako excited sa Moto Morini ngayon. But that said, kahit mas modern na yung approach nila, hindi pa rin sila nag-deviate sa pagka-Moto Morini nila. When you look at it, you can still see na, hey, Moto Morini to. Pero meron siyang modern twist to it. So what do we have here? We have the Escape 650. 649cc po siya. Top speed niya sa spec sheet according to the manufacturer, kaya nito mag 175 kilometers per hour. Horsepower nito 60 HP. Gulong natin is 19 sa harap and 17 sa likod. Tapos nakarayos pa. So this is basically telling us this is very off-road capable. So yung positioning niya, yes, this can be an adventure bike, a touring bike, pero dahil ganito yung pinapresent nila dito sa Escape, bring it some off-road, they're saying we can take it on. Now, hindi po ako nakapag-off-road with a bike, unfortunately. But that said, in the mid-size segment, the Escape is quite capable in the, if you talk about moderate to light off-road.
Sometimes it gets so hard to hide it well. I was not ready for the fall. Too blind to see the writing on the wall. A man can tell
So there you have it. A Moto Morini, the Escape. Now, I just want you to take a good look at the front facade. For me, isa ito sa mga talagang nagpabenta sa akin. I mean, the look at the front, it's such a cool look. It looks really nice. I mean, what you see here now in the video does not do it justice. Kailangan nyo po siya makita in person. So in terms of design, I must say, meron siyang semblance of some old school 80s adventure bikes. I would dare say, yan na yung pagka Moto Morini niya. It's nice and covered pa rin. Yes, you see some of the engine, you know, you see some guts, but yung pagdating dito sa taas, para siyang solid na bike, and that reminds me of older adventure bikes. But at the same time, when you shift to a different angle, modern na kagad dating niya. One of the things that I want to show you first is our TFT display. As I understand, 7 inches po ito. Paglabas po ng logo, ang una mong maisip, or at least ang una kong naisip, Wonder Woman! And not to say it's a bad thing. I think the Wonder Woman logo is nice. So, this is a TFT display. So, as TFT displays go, I must say this is in good shape. I would say this would be more on the above average TFT displays na nakita ko in big bikes. So, super easy. Kung marunong po kayo mag-operate ng inyong Android phone, the switches are all going to be here on the left side. You got your music, you got your calls, you got your odometer, your ride, and all of that. So, if you go through the ride, makikita nyo you have off-road option right away. And this is what's cool. Tingnan mo yung ginawa nila dito sa off-road option. Yung nabis na lumabas in line with the odometer. Kita yung design. Galing, di ba? I think that's pretty neat. Pag nakita mo yan na may gulong na pang off-road, nasa off-road ka bukod sa nababasa mo na off-road. That's pretty smart. Busina po natin. So, nice and piercing and loud. Pretty good. I wanna let you hear how it sounds at this point. So, we have a parallel twin. So, angas ng tunog. That's a shrill mid-high growl right there. It's not deep, but it's like a banshee. Panazak. Anyway, okay naman yung seat height sa akin. But then again, since I'm 6 feet tall with very, very long legs, bike height has never been a problem. However, I have encountered somebody who tried it. I think she must be about 5'4", 5'3". Medyo nahirapan daw siya. Again, it's about the inseam. It's about adjusting the suspension for your height, you know. If sa akin naman, kung gusto niyo yung bike, gawin niyo ng paraan. So, in terms of suspension, as it is right now, basically off the shelf, pagka-deliver sa akin, it's more on the stiff side. So, which is telling me, mas pang on-road tayo. Shocks are adjustable, as you can see. Nice touch na meron po tayong kasamang skid plate right away. It's pretty hard to fault in form and function apart from the matigas yung suspension niya off the bat. But I believe when you talk naman to the manufacturer, Moto Morini Philippines, pag meron kayo request na gusto niyo yung shocks niya mas malambot, you wanna adjust it para di siya ganun ka-sporty na tigas, then absolutely, this is the type of bike that can adjust to your specs. I noticed that the seat is also a bit on the stiff side. It's very compact yung ating foam. I'm wondering if Moto Morini will come up with a more maybe an adventure touring version which will provide more foam. Yes, aakit ng konti yung seat which will challenge shorter folks. But for those who are looking for more comforted seat, I think there's a lot of leeway. As you can see yung forma ng ating seat. Marami siyang pwedeng foam na pwede pa ilagay. Maybe another option from Moto Morini. Now, in terms of our IBS or Ipit Betlog syndrome, as a guy, I am actually pretty fine with this. If my peg height is at a certain height at naglilin dito and I'm already here at this point and I'm deep within the seat, blood circulation dito in a long ride, may ipit. So parang nagpipins and needles. Next thing you know, you can't feel your testicles anymore. And it's like you have no balls. It's like there for a bit. May betlog pa ba ako? Of course, women, I don't know how that feels. If may blood circulation kayo nakakat sa inyong crotch when you're riding a bike, we can ask a female reviewer if they have an IPS. Aside from that, in terms of quality, taking a look, plastics are pretty good. You know, when you're talking about a brand like Moto Morini, syempre yung mga principles doon, regardless of where this is made, they will have to make sure that pag meron kang ganyang brand na Moto Morini na dapat walang kachipan dito. Everything needs to be premium, everything needs to be solid, everything needs to be in an upper level in terms of quality. And as I have seen so far, upuan pa lang, wala tayong masabi, magandang quality. the paint that they have here, the finishing they have on the grab bar is also really, really good. Plastics, hindi pushaw or brittle. The handlebars are also okay, pretty nice. Let's go back to the mirror. Am I gonna hyper criticize the mirror? Pwedeng palitan. Although yung shape niya bagay sa headlight, di ba? Tusok-tusok headlight, tusok-tusok side view mirror. Now, in terms of our windscreen, this actually did a good job with buffeting the wind sa akin. You just need to unlock this and then you can adjust it like so. Just a little nudge here. See? So, bumaba na siya. Just a little push down. There you go. Our tires right off the bat, Pirelli agad. That is great news. And I've had experience with these Pirellis. These are very, very good tires for both on-road and off-road. Hindi siya maingay and it'll do a good job in digging in the dirt. Nice touch also with the machining. This is also pretty good quality. Wala tayong masabi dyan. Weldings are superb. Good job there. Layout is nice and clean. Let's take a look at the lights. That is our headlights. Low beam, high beam, low beam, high beam, low beam, high beam. Our signal lights is this one. As you can see. And of course our brakes. Those are our brakes. Haba legs ko. So LED all the way.
Some things Moto Morini can look into as they move along with the Escape is maybe spruce upan nila yung safety features. Like for example, dagdag traction control, cornering ABS, more mode options. Mala ganon. While I appreciate yung pagka-bear niya with lesser electronics, and I'm sure there are many riders out there like me who like closer to old school specs, the idea that you can choose what you want in the bike will always be a good thing for both the manufacturer and the rider.
So, overall, as we open up 2023, of course, with the resurgence of Moto Morini, with new financial blood, this is exciting for us. The good about this bike, well, maganda siya, it looks great, it's balanced and off the shelf, lahat ng alok niya okay agad. And I guess at this point, the issue is, can you trust a new brand like Moto Morini? Again, my answer to that, they've been around since 1937. Matagal-tagal na rin. Yes, mas siga sila sa Europe, mas kilala sila doon, mas matinding following nila doon, but now they're spreading their wings. They are now able to be here in our shores and of course in a cost-effective manner. And on top of that, like with what I say with all newcomers here in the Philippines, again, time will tell. Isa pang factor dito is sino ba ang nagpasok sa Moto Morini sa Pilipinas? It's the same group behind Bristol. So Bristol has already crossed the half a decade mark. They're doing okay. Kaya nila mag-develop ng bagong brand, kaya nila alagaan to when we're talking about management capability ng pagpasok ng bagong motor. So another plus about this whole thing, kasi dati, di ba, Moto Morini, they've been more of a mom and pop shop. But now, meron na silang financial might. Maganda yung options nila, maganda yung kalagayan ng horizon nila, ika nga. What I'm hoping for is yung flavor ng pagka-mom and pop nila, ma-retain pa rin talaga yung pagka-Moto Morini nila. Ang price nito ngayon, SRP is 658,000 pesos. And with how the management of Bristol operates, syempre meron silang introductory price. So less 30,000 na po sila. So from 658,000 pesos, it is now down to 628,000 pesos. If you are considering Moto Morini in your roster, now is the time to buy before the prices go up again. So there you have it, another episode of Makina Moto Features. I hope you enjoyed that. Ang Moto Morini, lalabas po sila sa Makina Moto Show. Again, this is happening on April 14, 15, and 16 sa SMX Convention Center in Manila. 3 days, 4 halls, 1 motorcycle industry. It is the biggest motorcycle event happening in the country in 2023. Kita-kita po tayo dyan. Masaya po yan. This is Zach. Ciao.
never mentions the word addiction. Inserting company. Yes, she'll tell you she's an orphan after you meet